Hey guys, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? It's Rosemary Nonny here, Prosperity Minister, supporting you in leaving behind the pain, the limiting stories of the past, and rising victorious in your true design. I do believe that every spirit-driven soul gets the opportunity to live a free, a fulfilled, a financially abundant, and a love-drenched life. But I also see a heck of a lot of spirit-driven souls not being willing to do what it takes to create that life. Now, the truth of the matter is that creating a purpose-driven, highly profitable, really happy life, it's not as difficult as we make it. But there are emotions that need to be shifted. One of them is fear. A big, huge amount of fear. When you start to face into being who you feel called to be, one, everybody around you doesn't get what you're doing. You probably as well don't always get what you are doing. And so there's a heck of a lot of fear because there's a heck of a lot of the unknown to face into. But this is the thing. I don't know, sometimes people think that, okay, I have to choose between a spiritual awakening or wealth creation. I just don't think that that's any kind of choice. I think they all fit hand in hand with together. But this is the thing. In some ways, you do have to separate the growing and the becoming and the opening up to who you are, and then so the growing and becoming and opening up to who you are. Somebody else is learning how to ride a bike around me here. I'm about to do my what's it called, rollerblades. So we're probably going to be clashing with each other along here because I'm learning to rollerblade, which is my thing at the moment, which is helping me, I suppose, in some ways to face into fear. Because it's scary. It's scary for me to get on the wheels and start trying to push myself around when I haven't done it ever. And I suppose I liken it to starting up a business or starting building a life that you actually want. It's unfamiliar. It feels scary. It feels like, can I do this? And there's so much fear, and the fear feels so real. And when you're spiritually awakening properly as well, it's not just fear. It's all the other emotions that you've spent years repressing and suppressing that you suddenly have to face into. And so the choice becomes, am I going to just focus on my spiritual healing, or am I going to create the life that I want? But it's not a choice. You can do both. You can do both. Oh, she's learning how to ride her bike. She's just amazing. How cool is that? That will one day be me on my skates. Going round and round with confidence. Oh, please God, today that would be great instead of falling down on my butt 20 million times. But anyway, it's not a choice. It's not a choice. You can spiritually grow. You can become all you are. And at the same time, you can do the next thing towards your vision. It's almost separate, and yet it's the same, because you're growing and expanding. You're leaving behind the nonsense of the past, but you're also taking action. And that's the thing. Hey, Abigail. Okay, explain. Explain what? Sorry, I only just saw your comment, so I'm not sure what you wanted me to explain. What I am saying ultimately is this. Spiritual people, sometimes you make this, you seem to think it's either or. Either I'm going to be spiritual, or I'm going to create the purpose-driven, fulfilling, wealthy life. It's either peace or it's plenty. I can't have peace and plenty. And I'm saying that you have to separate out. You have to choose that regardless of how I feel today, regardless of what emotional stuff I'm going through today, I am going to take one step forward. I'm going to keep taking one step forward. I'm going to keep moving forward whilst also doing the healing work. It's not either or. It's both. Your prosperity is not dependent on how perfect you are spiritually. Your prosperity is dependent on whether you choose to be prosperous or not. You can also choose to grow. You can grow and be prosperous. Do you see what I'm saying here? Because some of you, and I used to do this too, it's like I have to spend so much time just growing spiritually, but I can't do anything practical towards the things that I want. It's not true. You can do practical things even though you feel like hell. Basically. Okay? So, I kind of wanted to leave you with that thought. I'm about to face into one of my fears here of standing up on the wheels and trying, one, not to hit the lovely little girl going on her bike going around, and also two, to stay upright, basically, and get confident with being upright on skates. Okay? But it's the same, okay? Remember, regardless of the fact that I feel afraid, I'm going to do it. Regardless of the fact that today I don't feel great, I'm here doing this live stream with you guys because I choose to serve. I choose to find a way to get my message out every day, regardless of how I feel. Regardless of the fact that I feel like I'm dying to certain parts of my life. And yeah, there's been a heck of a lot of tears and craziness, and maybe one day I'll explain it all to you guys. I'm here, showing up, choosing my vision, time and time and time again. And you can do the same. You can do the same. It's just a choice. The emotions can feel so heavy, so real, so overwhelming, but it's not true. You can always take the next step forward if you decide that your vision is bigger than your drama. Okay? I love you guys. If you are ready to actually start choosing you time and time again, come into the Abundance Library, immerse yourself for at least 30 days and start to get new ideas, new truths into your system. Just message me the word abundance and I'll get the details over to you, okay? Share this video with somebody else as well. We spirit-driven souls, at least the willing ones amongst us, we need to recognize that regardless of how much spiritual awakening we're going through, no matter how confusing it can sometimes be, you are capable of continuing to grow your vision anyway, even when you're doing all the painful internal work. Okay? Okay, my loves. I'm going to leave it at that for now. Message me the word abundance if you're ready to move forward in that way, and share this video with someone else. Until the next time, my loves. Bye.